Get ready for a place further than the universe. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. And let's get into the review. Filled with an overwhelming sense of wonder for the world around her, Mari Takagi has always dreamt of what lies beyond the reaches of the universe. However, despite harboring such a large aspiration on the inside, her fear of the unknown and anxiety over her more possible limitations have always held her back from chasing them. But now, in her second year of high school, Mari is more determined than ever not to let any more of her youth go to waste. Still, her fears continue to prevent her from taking the ambitious step forward, that is, until she has a chance encounter with a girl who has a grand dream of her own. Inspired by her mother's disappearance, Shahari Kawabashina has been working hard to fund her trip to the Antarctic. Despite facing doubts and ridicule from virtually everyone, Shahari is determined to embark on the expedition to search for her mother in a place further than the universe itself. Inspired by Sharisa's resolve, Mari jumps on a chance to join her. Soon their efforts attract the attention of the bubbly Hinata Mikazai, who is eager to stand out, and Yuzuki Shaharshi, a popular girl and polite girl from the high school's background. Together, they all set sail towards the frozen south. This is a captivating journey of four spirited girls, all in something search for something great. This anime has about 13 episodes. It premiered January 2nd, 2018 to March 27, 2018. This is an original series produced by the studio Madhouse. It is adventure, comedy, drama, 20 minutes per episode, and this is rated PG-13. When going more in depth into this anime, I feel like when any anime comes between like the fall, winter, and summer and spring, there's bound to be some anime that are very highly underrated, and I think this is one of them. Beyond the four girls in this, somewhat of a simple plotline and storyline with this anime is that it's including in the title, especially the English title for A Place Further Than the Universe. It certainly does pique and intrigue the adventure type genre and through this who like adventure type anime like this. But overall, it's not entirely just could deeply go in the genre of slice of life or like a live anime, but with these four high school girls, they're doing something that no normal high schooler would actually do, which is like going to a voyage of Antarctica, which four of the girls have different ambitions and reasons of going there, especially for the two main girls. One is to find her mom, one is to set more of her comfort zone in a sense. I think that's really good because the story kind of like starts off in the beginning of these four girls who are in the beginning complete strangers, have their own interesting problem that relate to one of them. And I think in the first few episodes of this anime, these problems are more presented to the more focal point of this anime, and it gives us a chance as the audience to see these characters connect over the similar interests and bonds that eventually leads to them having a friendship that, along the way has its own problems and obstacles to get to, which is, of course, their end goal, trying to get to Antarctica in the first place. And I think with them going over the challenges, trying to resolve their problems in the end, it's a great way to dive into some of these. I feel like when you get more involved in these girls' problems, there are a lot of things that are left unanswered, especially with certain characters and their character aspects and traits. I think during the journey, the process of them prepping to go to Antarctica for their own special particular reasons, I think there are a lot of challenges and obstacles that start in their way, and they have to figure out how to overcome it. And each episode that gives each girl a resolve to do so. But I think with the overall environment to resolve those issues is another way to test the bonds of their friendship and to strengthen them more, which I think is a good idea to show growth in character development, which I think is a really spot on job that they do here, especially when they do arrive at their destination. That kind of is the whole focal point of the title. I think it gives a new meaning of experience, a new life challenges, and new journeys, a fresh start, and like discovering your own being and discovering yourself, while also juggling the challenges of friendship and survival in this sense. And I think it gives a new fresh eye opener with the lovely environment of the scene, the characters, the supporting cast, and the animals that they encounter in this anime, which I thought was a stunning job. Overall, the anime can really tug at your heartstrings. I feel like it leads you on this emotional roller coaster full of fun, adventure, sadness that is like heightened to the max potential that could be. I feel like when you have adventure anime, it could be explored a lot or not really explored enough to where like you're feeling like you're missing key details in the anime, which I feel like you get a sense for this one where you're really diving headfirst into this anime, which is not being overly barren by the shonen genre of the anime, or you don't see enough of the adventure taking place in the anime. But I feel like this anime in particular makes it more relatable, where you can like relate to these particular characters in some sense, and feel like their motivation and goal is something that you can openly strive for as long as you put your mind and heart and soul into it. And I feel like this anime does, along with the visuals, I feel like this anime does a spot on job of making the visuals seem more appealing. I mean, since it is produced by Studio Madhouse, I feel like their animation style never ceases to amaze me. Like, they keep on improving better and better, along with their environment, with the art style. It's so clean, so fluid, along with the music. It's like done really well. It helps the adventure anime like stand out even more from other like adventure animes. I think they do a good job of doing that. I feel like with some of the animes in the series that Madhouse does produce, it does give off that appealing like 3D visual, which I think they do a good job. And I think you can see some of the similarities from the previous work that they've done, especially in the visual for Antarctica. It's something that new for this anime because we've never seen a different scene setting besides Japan, or like any of the islands around Japan or the other cities in Japan. And now that we have a new location, which is Antarctica, I think they did their research really well, trying to capture the scene to see what Antarctica looks like to us in an anime like visual setting, and it looks stunning and beautiful. I think they did a good job with the research and then make sure that they give every like nook and cranny detail of Antarctica and what actually happens there. And going back to the sound, the opening sound is very intriguing because it's very impactful. Like I'd say, every good song for intro Antarctica makes the anime, because the intro can either help discover a little bit more about the anime or completely be off the reins for the anime and give off a completely different vibe, which I think for most anime it kind of does that depending on what anime you are watching. Although when I was listening to it, I feel like the opening song makes you feel very happy, very upbeat, and I feel like the end song, could, make the ending seem more at peace, more resolved in some standpoint. But I think it does a good job of hiding that spirit of the adventure anime, and I won't go too much in detail with the story because, no spoilers on this channel. But I will say, when you do watch this anime, pay close attention to the four main characters, because I feel like in our friend groups we have the friends who are very similar to these animes like characters, and they have that similar like mindset and goals, which I think all our friends group has without realizing it. I think what for these characters with their natural conversation in this anime, you would see normal problems, which is like what every other person would have, and then top on that, in their high school, you face typical high school problems, and make sure that they enjoy their high school experience to the fullest. And I think you see a lot of these in these characters, especially when they want to travel to Antarctica, especially when the main two girls really focus onto them. I think necessarily when you are dove with their problems, and like, and their issues that relates to these animes, and I think how they resolve these problems and what they do in the face of this is just like show like what we do in real life. And I think with each of the girls, you can kind of see their own underlying issues and problems that they have before they even connect as friends, and how they try to resolve it when they do start developing their friendship, which goes on a more deeper level of character development along with the story progression. I think with each of the problems, how they tend to like work it out in the end is a very nice touching moment, how each friend group can work out their own individual issues by helping them with their friends, and their friends can help them, and vice versa. Because I think you can't even get anywhere unless you have a strong supportive system in high school, and that's in general in life, to pick you up back up even when you fall. And then like, when you really like hurt people's feelings, like it really shows that the girls try to find a way to fix their problems in the end and go on this amazing adventure together as the story does progress into the 13 episodes that it does have and expand on. Overall, I think this is a wonderful adventure anime that shows the journey to Antarctica, how these girls got here and the problems that they face, and experiencing something very spectacular and new, and be able to create new memories, and what they learned from it and overcome many of the obstacles that they do face is a good way to show like the rising action, the conflict, and the rising conflict and the resolution towards the end. I think they do a spectacular job of like making sure that messages come really through, and the friendships that they build all the way. And I think this is a very important like moral lesson here of going on an adventure with your friends, and like how you enjoy being with them. Not like I said, not everybody got a chance to go to Antarctica now, but if you did have the chance of going on some amazing trip with your friends, do something that's more of your comfort zone and then make new memories of it because they you have that fear of missing out and wasting your time if you don't do something like this. I think overall, this is a great anime to like delve yourself into. And I think this experience with friends make it that much worthwhile, and I think it's something every friend group should at least try once in a lifetime to actually try and break out of the shell and to explore something new because you never know what you might find. Thanks for tuning into this anime. Give this big video a big thumbs up and let me know that you liked it. Don't forget to comment down below in the comment section any anime you want to review next. And hit that subscribe button for more content and more videos in the future. See you soon. Bye!